Welcome back to Villa View Advent Series on day 11. So we had a few more questions come in and we thought we'd answer them. So the first one is, which player were you most sad to see leave the club then?
There's two that probably stand out for me. Obviously we've had to get used to good players leaving over the last 10 or so years because it seems to have happened quite frequently. But Gareth Barry was the main one just because he'd been at Villa for so long. I think for me he's our best ever Premier League player in my opinion. And just I feel, obviously he nearly went the summer before, which soured his relationship with the Villa fans. But I just feel he was right to leave really, because he went on to win stuff with Man City and he's gone on and still done well wherever he's been. But he was just, I'd always hoped that he'd be at Villa his whole career, because he'd come through the academy, he'd made it up to be captain, he'd gone on to represent his country. He was just the perfect role model for everyone at the club, and I'd love for him to come back at some point and play. He could still play for us now, obviously, because he's doing well at Everton still, but later on in his career I still hope to see him come back, and I wouldn't bet against him being back in a coaching or a managerial capacity in the future. But just because of how long he was associated with Villa, Gareth Barry was the one I was saddest to see leave, and I was very sad to see Benteke leave the summer before last, because he was our talisman, and as soon as he went the goals dried up and we got relegated. He was such a good player, and the fact that Liverpool didn't really utilise him correctly or get the best out of him, and he's now somewhere like Palace, who to me aren't as big a club as Villa even though they're in the Premier League. It's just sad, because if he'd have stayed at us, even though we didn't have a great side, I still think if we'd have just had him we may have stayed up.
Would we be where we are now in terms of ownership?
That's true. Sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards. So I think we're on the right track now. Yeah. But who are you most sad to see leave?
Probably Olive Melberg.
Oh yeah.
Because he had such a touching end as well, giving everybody a shirt as well,
I've got one
with his number on. Yeah. Like West Ham away.
Yeah, I went to that. Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, it's such a touching tribute that he paid to us. He loved the Villa fans and he loved playing for Aston Villa, but when Juventus and the old lady come calling, you're not going to turn it down, are you? And he left a massive gap in our defence when he left, and he was just one of the best players ever, and he's one of my idols as well, so still one of the greatest players I think to ever play for Villa as well. And I miss his beard as well.
Good beard.
Everything about it.
Good beard.
So the next question we have got is, how far do you think we're going to go in the FA Cup? For me personally, I think we'll get knocked out in the third round.
Depends who we get, I guess. I don't know when we find out.
Should be fairly soon.
But FA Cup's not a priority for us.
Yeah.
This season, the priority is going up. It would be great to go on an FA Cup run and get to Wembley again, but realistically,
does anyone care anyway?
No, they do care. Yeah. But realistically, it's not going to happen. So maybe it's best to just get knocked out early, because we've still got ground to make up in the league. So for me, it's a shame, because I love the FA Cup as a tradition. I love it as a tournament, but it's not a priority for Villa. The priority is getting ourselves in the top 6 or hopefully top 2 with a big push, and getting out of this league that we found ourselves in.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Cool.
So more questions answered. You've opened your Advent for the day from the Villa View, so it's time to go and open your own chocolate Advent, as long as it's not Kinderton chocolate. Anyway, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you're dropping us a like below and commenting about our questions. And subscribe to the Villa View, post notifications on. More videos are upcoming tomorrow. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another one? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. And don't forget to subscribe. Click on our logo there on the left and press subscribe. Easy.